What's up guys, Fooch here. Now as a white person living in Korea, I usually get asked questions such as, why do you look so old? And did you know you look like... And I also get asked, are you sure it's not going to be too spicy? Now I take offense to that third question, partially because of ego, but partially because I don't think Korean food is that spicy, at least not compared to Indian food or Indonesian food, or, you know, in California we have a lot of Mexican food which can, you know, has a little kick to it. So Korean food is not particularly spicy in general. So where did this stereotype come from that Westerners, especially white people, can't eat spicy food? After speaking to a couple of people, I found out that back in the day, there would be Westerners coming out on TV to which they would say, oh, you know, we only eat hamburgers or pizza in our home countries. And those foreigners would also be asked to eat spicy Korean food on air, to which they would struggle at just eating kimchi. I like to think that most people in the US don't have this problem. I like to blame probably Canada or Europe, maybe South Africa as well. European food is not, you know, it's pretty bland and not very good. No offense to my European friends, shout out to you guys. So in an effort to never be asked this question ever again, I've got a special treat for you guys today. Or I should say it's a special treat for me. What I've got here is allegedly Korea's hottest ramen. This is Buldak Bokkeum Myun. A literal translation is fire chicken fried noodles. Probably a regular translation would be super spicy chicken fried noodles. This is the heck variety. No, heck is not the more or less profane way of saying hell. Heck means nuclear. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare this, and I'll be eating it for the very first time. Maybe I'm too arrogant and I'll be struggling here with you guys on camera for the first time. And while I eat this, I want to talk about the history of spicy food in Korea and why Korean people like to eat spicy food. So let's go ahead and make this. All right, let's see what we got here. So if you can read that, it looks like we're going to be boiling 600 milliliters of water. After that boils, we're going to throw the noodles in, and then we're going to pour most of the water out, and then mix it. Will be good. Whoa! I'm just seeing here that this is apparently 2.5 times spicier than the original, which is not very spicy, but hopefully it's not going to be too crazy. So here we have our ghetto water measure, which is actually a blender. It's about 600 milliliters of pure Korean tap water. We'll throw that in the pot, and we're going to let that boil, and then we're going to throw noodles in. Okay, we've got our boiling water here. We're going to throw these noodles in here for... going to boil it for another 5 minutes, all right? We'll see how it goes. It looks like our noodles are about ready to go. Okay. All right. We're not cooking that, so we're going to throw that in there. All right, now we got our sauce in there. Smells great. Dabble that bad boy in there. Make sure to get all of it. Well, there we go, now we go, and now our final thing. And I think we are ready to go. So we are now ready to go. We've got our heck Buldak Bokkeum Myun flavors right here, noodles right here. Very excited, ready to go. So let's see how spicy this is, okay? So this is going to turn into a mukbang video apparently. I'm gonna try this real quick, and then while I'm eating this, we'll go into the brief history of spicy food in Korea and kind of try to give you a gauge of the spiciness for Korean food, such as like what is kimchi comparable to, what are most dishes comparable to. But until further ado, definitely a bit spicier than Shin Ramen, but it's not, ooh, I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought it was going to be crazier than this. It's spicy. Well, let's see, it's just starting to heat up a little bit. I'd say this is still, ooh, it is getting a little hot. Is my face turning red? It's between comfortable spicy and uncomfortable spicy. I would say. Now it's heating up. Woo. Okay, so while I'm eating this, let's go into no. Let's talk about the history of spicy food in Korea, because spicy food didn't always exist in Korea. If you take a look at history, before 1500s, Korea didn't really have any spices. It was I think it was the Spanish that came over and provided Korea with the spices. But even then, they were so expensive that many Korean dishes weren't that spicy. And now it's getting spicy. The Korean dishes didn't really get spicy until the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Regular dishes were added spices. Tteokbokki originally was kind of sweet. Now it's chili red. Spices were added to that. There's spicy tonkatsu, although I've never tried that. I would say for the most part, Korean food is not very spicy. Kimchi is probably, if we're going to compare it to salsas, kimchi is probably similar to a mild salsa, and the majority of Korean food falls somewhere between mild salsa and between medium and hot salsa. There are a few dishes that are pretty hot, such as jugumi. Those are regular dishes that happen to be hot. However, for the most part, dishes are not very spicy unless they try to be, such as this is trying to be spicy, which is so hot. Buldak or fire chicken, very spicy chicken. That seems to be trying to be spicy just for the sake of being spicy. Now, I know I'm delaying the next bite of that, so we'll get to this. Now, I have a friend from Denmark. You're going to see an interview coming up in the next episode or so. He thinks, even red kimchi is spicy, which is pretty shocking to me. Like I said, it's quite comparable to a mild salsa. So if you're from California, you're eating Mexican food, it would be very surprising if you thought a majority of the Korean food was spicy. That would be surprising. Now, why do Korean people enjoy eating spicy food? There was a news segment from Arirang TV a couple of years ago, and they kind of went into it, and the main reason Korean people like spicy food is because it reduces stress. Now, if you're skeptical like me, you might say that doesn't even make any sense. If I eat spicy food, I get more stressed. Not only, is the meal that I'm trying to enjoy, like right here, more difficult to enjoy because it's spicy. Expelling demons in the bathroom, like in The Exorcist, that also is very stressful. So you have the stress from eating the spicy food, you have the stress from your stomach in pain, and then you have the stress from expelling the demons from within. Serpents and scorpions. But they actually went to a doctor and they tested the stress levels normally and while or after eating spicy food, and actually the stress levels did go down. Now, the interesting thing behind that is because when you eat spicy food, real spicy food, you're in pain. Like my mouth is burning right now, and as a result, endorphins are being released. Now, these endorphins kind of cover up the stress that you get from the cortisol, or the cortisol that is caused as a result of the stress. Those are kind of being overshadowed by the endorphins, which kind of does reduce the stress and make you feel better. Additionally, you can also get addicted to these endorphins, and that's why, some people, even though it's spicy, this is pretty spicy, but I have you had to buy it in a 5-pack, so I'll probably eat the other remaining 4, even though I'm in pain, because those endorphins can be spicy, and in Korea, your drugs are not available. So you really try to get addicted to anything you can, whether that be alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, or spicy food. So yeah, so that was quite interesting to see that the spicy food actually does reduce stress. Now, we kind of, and now I'm a little struggling a little bit. We've kind of turned this into a mukbang. Now, what does mukbang mean? Mukbang is a combination of mokda, which is to eat, and 방송국, which is kind of like TV station. So mukbang is kind of like a station where you see people eat. Quite popular in Korea because people don't like eating alone. So instead of doing that, they have an alternative to watching somebody else eat as they eat to seem like they have company with them. And I'll be doing a future episode. I can't eat anywhere near as much as some of these people can eat on the mukbangs. They're eating like 5 pizzas or 4 full chickens. I saw one girl eat 5 packages of these and like 3 long strips of pork. I can't do any of that. I'll probably just eat a pizza. And you'll listen to me talk about nonsense for about 20 minutes as I eat this pizza, or eat that pizza. As you can see, the more I eat, it is getting spicier and spicier, which is making it difficult for me to think. However, I've never tried a ghost pepper, but we're not talking ghost pepper. This is, like I said, probably in between. Definitely not comfortable spicy, not crazy uncomfortable spicy, somewhere in between the two. As you can see, I can't really hold chopsticks that well. But, no. Yeah, so I think the thing that bothers me a little bit is that, everybody's different, right? So there are many foreigners that you can't eat spicy food. However, there are foreigners that can eat spicy food. Just like there are many Koreans that can eat spicy food, but there are many Koreans that actually can't eat spicy food for whatever reasons. They just have no tolerance towards it. They have a digestion issue, they have a mouth issue. So the fact that there's kind of this assumption that, oh, he's a foreigner or she's a foreigner, she can't eat spicy food, or, oh, he or she's a Korean, they must be able to eat spicy food. So we're not going to ask them, there's not, as a white person, there's not really any racism in Korea, that I experience at least, but, this is what the new term is, microaggression, I guess. And it's not racist for the sake of being racist, but it's just a stereotype that, oh, because you're foreign, you're gonna have difficulty eating spicy food. There's one time I went to a restaurant in Gangnam. I was there with someone. We ordered spicy pasta. Spicy pasta was the side dish that came with the steak, and the waitress there just she looked at who I was with and she said, "Oh, 매운데 괜찮나요?" Like, "Oh, it's spicy. Is it gonna be okay?" But she kind of like, as the waitress was talking, she kind of looked over to me as if it was like some concern that wouldn't be able to eat it. And that was like, it's like, one, if you're not gonna ask everyone, don't ask anyone. 2, it's called spicy pasta. Of course, if I'm ordering something called spicy pasta, there needs to be some sort of conclusion that I'm going to be able to eat it. And 3, if you're going to ask, then ask me directly. Don't ask somebody else, ask me. So I don't know, I was You know, again, there's the ego involved. I was also being a little bit sensitive, but I was pretty upset about that. Of course, I didn't say anything. I just complained about it afterwards. You know, maybe next time I'll confront the person directly, straight on. That happens, but you know, hopefully one day, moving forward, I'm almost done here. Moving forward, if anyone asks if I could eat spicy food, I'm just going to direct them to this video, and hopefully that will be, you know, enough. Hopefully this video series will just be answering all and any questions that Koreans may have towards me. Like, oh, I have a video about that, check it out. At this point, I'm just rambling to ignore, try to get over the fact that my mouth is a little bit on fire right now. That's okay. It is cooling down a little bit. Just can't feel my mouth anymore. So yeah. Not really sweating, got some mucus coming out though. Now, just about just about done here. However, allegedly, sorry, I think I got something right here. Allegedly, the sauce is the spiciest part, right? So I'm told. So we've got a little extra added feature, so no one says, "Hey, wait a minute, you didn't eat the sauce. You're not a real champion." So in Korea, it's quite common if you have anything with a sauce that after you finish the meal, you add rice to it. Usually if there's some sort of stir fry like dakgalbi, or even if you're having a shabu shabu, when there's some broth left, you order some rice to mix with it, so there's really no waste of the food, and that's what we got here. So I got a chamchi mayo, samgak kimbap, triangle kimbap right here. For those that don't know, kimbap is kind of like sushi, however, it's not raw fish. There's just random other stuff in the middle. This one has, this is rice and tuna and mayonnaise in the middle, kind of surrounded by a piece of seaweed. So we're just gonna go in here, drop that in there. Feel like Gordon Ramsay right now. Mix that bad boy up. There we are. Got a nice little color there. Fire volcano orange. All right. How's that look? That's a nice, looks appetizing, right? At least the kimbap is cold, which makes the spicy food a little bit easier to eat. Oh, it's pretty good. Now we brought it down to a comfortable spicy level, but I'm not looking forward to going to the bathroom sometime tomorrow. Hopefully everything's gonna be okay, but I feel there's a demon being conjured up right now, so it's not gonna be fun. Don't worry, you're not gonna be live from the scene on that time, at that time. So now I consider myself pretty good at eating spicy food, not crazy ghost pepper or anything like that. I think slightly above average. If you're not so great at eating spicy food, if you think kimchi is too spicy, definitely do not try this. I am impressed. I didn't think it was going to be that crazy spicy. It's not crazy spicy. It is pretty spicy. But again, this is not normal Korean food. This is a dish that is on purpose trying to be, oh my God, spicy. F your mouth spicy. Buldak Bokkeum Myun also has other flavors that are much more tolerable. If you like the taste of Buldak Bokkeum Myun, this is the nuclear or heck flavor. But we're just about done here. And yeah. Boom. So, I hope this is being recorded right now. I wouldn't want to have to do this again. But yeah, there you have it. End of the day, is Korean food spicy? It's subjective. Everybody's different. Thanks for watching, and now you know the way.